Hey everybody, Evan Schmidt, product specialist and love promise coordinator here at Santa Cruz Subaru. Today we're going to show you some features that you might not even know that your Subaru has. If you're new to my channel, I like to make videos about everything Subaru, impart my knowledge and wisdom and everything I've learned over the last 20 years working here at Santa Cruz Subaru. If you get use out of the videos, please hit the little Santa Cruz Subaru wave right there. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video, it does help us out. Lets my bosses know that people get use out of the videos, and let me keep making them for you. All right, let's get into it. Okay, so the first tip has to do with your key. If the key fob is dead, the battery in here is dead, your car will not start. So if this happens to you, you get in your car, the car has juice, but this doesn't, all you got to do is, instead of putting your foot on the brake and pushing the start button, if I hold that key up to the start button, I put my foot on the brake and I push the start button with the key, the car starts. That allows you to start the car, to drive somewhere, to get the very cheap battery that you should have gotten before that. Because if that's the case, you've been ignoring the alert that's going to come on right there that tells you key fob battery low. If you continually ignore that warning, one day you're going to hop in your car and it will not start because this guy's dead. Another indicator is going to be if you use the key to start, to unlock and lock the car, you'll notice the distance that this key works gets shorter and shorter as the battery dies. Another thing that's happened to me a few times is I get, well, Evan, you know, I never used this key, but the battery died. So the reason for that is your key and your car continuously check in with each other when your car is sitting there. So that slowly kills the battery on your key. And if your car is sitting for a long time, kills the battery on your car because it's not being started and run. But this guy will die even though it's never been used over a long period of time if it's kept near the car. It happened to me personally. My keys were right by my front door in my driveway, and the battery died after only a couple uses, but that was about 2.5 years down the road. So even if you don't use this, this could die. So pay attention to that warning. If it ever happens to you, do our little hack. So the next one has to do with this source button. So I get this question a lot. What does source do? Basically, we're on FM. If I tap source, it makes it go to AM, then to Sirius, then to Bluetooth, then to my phone. It takes you through all the audio sources that the car has available to it. The one thing that a lot of people don't know about, and I don't even know if it's in the book, is if you're using your phone as the audio source, so CarPlay, Android Auto, you're listening to any kind of music, books, anything, if I hold that source button down for about a second, like a 1 count, it's going to pause whatever's playing on my phone without having to go through the menu, find the screen, and pausing it. Then I can hold it down again for a 1/1000, and it's going to unpause. It's a pretty cool hands-free trick that a lot of people don't know about. So another thing that a lot of people don't know they can do, and definitely not necessary, but one thing that I guess is just kind of cool, is you can name your car. So if I go into settings and I'm trying to pair my phone, I'm in an Ascent, it's going to pop up on my phone and say the name of the car is Ascent. It's just something you can change. So we go to settings, general, sound, navigation. I page over one screen to phone settings. And I hit phone and it says change device name. And I can just clear this guy out and name it whatever I want to name it. Now let's do capitals. So now it's called Evan's car. So when I search for Bluetooth devices, instead of being called Ascent, it's called Evan's car. Just a neat thing that Subarus do. So another one, and this one, the customization on this one can depend on the level of Subaru you have. But this guy is a separate screen. That's why we have the little arrow here. So you can hit the arrow, you can swipe. one of the options is this one. Widgets, favorite widgets. I do not care what acceleration I'm giving the car. I don't care that I'm at a 1 degree angle. I want more useful information. So all you gotta do is tap the screen, pick the widget you don't want. Now all these other widgets that are available to me are widgets that I might want. So I might want a calendar. I don't care about angle, so I want to have a speed limit going on there. And then when I get out of here, boom. Now it's got more useful information for me. Again, this is a pretty loaded car, so it's got a lot of widgets. The lower versions of the car don't have as many choices, but it's just a little customization that you can do. Another one, and I've talked about this in other videos, but I get this one a lot, is about the keyless entry. The cars are all designed to, when you grab the door handle with the key, for safety, it opens the driver's door only. I get lots of people who want to open just the front and the passenger doors. That's impossible. You can either have the driver's door or you can have all of the doors. I changed my car to all of the doors because I have kids. It's easier for my family to, when we grab the door handle, have all the doors open. So all you gotta do, go to settings, and it's always gonna start you over here, but we were in another setting, so make sure you page over to car settings. You select car settings, and you scroll down to keyless entry system, and you see where it says driver door unlock, driver door only. Just switch it to all. So now when you grab the door handle, all the doors open. Useful trick. Just depends on how you want your car to open.